Today we will discuss a very important concept, that is lac operon, right? So this lac operon concept was given by Jacob and Monod. Okay, and this lac operon concept is seen in prokaryotes, especially in bacteria. Okay, what is the basic idea behind this lac operon concept? You see, every organism on this surface, Earth's surface, they need energy for the survival and growth. Like for example, if you take human beings, glucose is the chief source of energy. We all know that, right? So glucose, on breaking down, it yields ATP. ATP is the chief source of energy. All the movements which are happening in our body, that is due to the ATP, adenosine triphosphate. In the same way, even for the bacterial growth and their survival, the chief source of energy is lactose. Lactose gets broken down into glucose and galactose. Later, this glucose will yield the energy molecule. But this complete breakdown process is operated by a gene. Okay, completely with the gene transcription, this lactose is broken down into glucose and galactose. So on the basis of the lactose, just they named it as lac, and that operating of genes, we call it as operon, right? So let us understand the importance and how it occurs. Okay, so first it is inducible process. Inducible operon or inducible process. That means when there is no lactose availability in the bacterial culture, this lac operon remains off. Okay, when there is availability of lactose, then this lac operon turns on. How it happens? Let us draw the gene first. Okay, let us talk first about the off mode. This is first gene is P gene, and the second gene is I gene, and the third gene is again P gene, and then here is O. Okay, and then three important structural genes will be there, Z, Y and A. Okay, for example, this is the bacterial membrane and there is no availability of lactose. Lactose is absent, and this is the bacterial membrane. Inside the cell we have this set of genes. So P stands for, let me name each and every single word here. P for promoter gene, and then I for inhibitory gene, and then again P again for promoter gene, and then O. Here it is very important, operator gene, and then three important set of structural genes are there. They are the Z, Y and A. Z for beta galactosidase. This is an enzyme, and remember that every enzyme is a protein, and this is permease. Y for permease. And last A for transacetylase. Okay, these are the three enzymes which are of proteins. Now, when there is no lactose here, this lac operon remains off. How it remains off? You see here, this is, we are talking about off mode. Remember this. Here is inhibitory gene, and this inhibitory gene is first transcribed. How it is transcribed? Here is a special enzyme called RNA polymerase. This is a very, very important enzyme. See, here we need to understand one more important concept, that is central dogma of life. We have talked about it already. Just once again, let me recapitulate that. So, central dogma of life tells that DNA to DNA, that means replication, right? And from the replication, again the DNA is transcribed into mRNA, that is transcription. And from mRNA yielding the proteins, we call it as translation. So here we don't talk about replication, just only we talk about transcription and translation. Here this RNA polymerase will transcribe all this set of genes. Okay, very first gene transcribed is inhibitory gene. This inhibitory gene, it gets transcribed into mRNA, and this mRNA on translation it produces inhibitory protein. Okay, inhibitory protein. Now this inhibitory protein will go and bind with this operator gene. Okay, so when this inhibitory proteins, they go and bind with this operator gene, this operator gene cannot move forward to transcribe these three structural proteins. It is very hard, right? And it will not allow even the RNA polymerase to move forward, because these three enzymes are main important enzymes which will break the lactose into glucose plus galactose. Okay, so if there is no transcribing of these three structural proteins, the galactose cannot be broken down into glucose. If this glucose is not produced, energy will be not produced, ATP will not be produced. See here, as this inhibitory protein is binding with this operator gene, it cannot go forward and transcribe. You see, transcription and translation are energy consuming process. There is no availability of lactose. Okay, why to transcribe all these set of three proteins? It's waste of energy. So, in that case, this makes a sense that always when there is absence of lactose, operator gene will be halted by this inhibitory proteins. Then we say that lac operon is off. Okay, when this gets on, it means when this lac operon gets activated, when there is the presence of lactose, think that here lactose is available now. Okay, here is lot of amount of lactose. Okay, this is the bacterial membrane. If there are 100 molecules of lactose, one molecule of lactose enters. Okay, first molecule of lactose diffuses into the bacterial cell, and this with the help of permease enzyme. You see here this Y is permease. This permease enzyme will convert this lactose into allolactose. Now this allolactose is also another form of lactose, but only the one molecule of lactose will be converted into allolactose. So this inhibitory protein, which is binded up with the operator gene, it has more affinity towards the allolactose than the operator gene. Immediately this inhibitory protein will leave this operator gene and go and bind with this allolactose. So when this inhibitory protein binds with this allolactose, immediately this operator gene will move forward and start transcribing these three set of genes. That means the Z, Y and A, right? And Z for beta galactosidase, Y for permease, A for transacetylase. You can ask me that before the transcription we have permease. Always remember, whenever you check the cell, there will be the availability of little amount of permease for conversion of one molecule of lactose into allolactose, right? So immediately this operator gene along with polymerase will move forward. First Z will be transcribed, and then Y will be transcribed, and A will be transcribed. Okay, and they are converted into their respective mRNAs, and this mRNAs, they get translated into the three important proteins. I told that all these enzymes are again proteins. One will be converted, Z will be converted into beta galactosidase, and then Y into permease, and then A into transacetylase, right? So these three set of enzymes will break down lactose into glucose and galactose, right? Now this glucose will happily get broken down into ATP, and that energy molecule will be used by the bacterial culture for the growth and survival. So this is the basic idea and concept behind this lac operon. When there is absence of lactose, lac operon will remain off. when there is the presence of lactose, the lac operon turns on and the promoter gene and operator gene will move forward and it transcribe all the set of important genes here. So this promoter, the role of the promoter gene is they bind with RNA polymerase. They help in moving forward, in transcribing. Along with the operator gene, RNA polymerase also plays a key important role in transcribing the set of genes in the lac operon. So you have to remember that lactose is the chief source for the bacteria. So when this lactose get broken down into glucose, glucose can yield ATP and that energy source will be used by the bacteria for the growth and survival.